Alright, if anybody's out there watching, we are live streaming now. Just sending out a few quick notifications. Oops, I forgot something. It's sent out. And let me just share it real quick. Alright. I don't need that anymore, I don't need that anymore, and I need that. Alright, good deal. I just sent out a notification on Facebook, on the Misfit Corner Comics Facebook page, that we are making a Kickstarter announcement this evening during this live stream. If anybody wants to chime in and find out what it's all about and get the details, I will gladly share. Oh, let's see here. All right. Somebody responding to a comment. Oh, I've got all these screens up. I gotta shut all these screens down. All right. We are going to work on the next page in Hero, page 71, I believe. Yeah, I just finished up page 70 last night, and we're working on page 71 today. This is... Oh, boy. Get that out of the way. This is, you may have noticed, when I work on Hero pages, they're always 3-panel layouts. I adopted that very early on with Hero Book 1, and I like it, so I stick with it. That's just the God's honest truth. That's what I do. I stuck with the 3-panel layouts, and just that's how I do it. But tonight's page, we have a large panel for the top 2, and then we have 1 panel for the bottom panel. So that's what we're going to be working on tonight. I've already done quick layouts and quick pencils for these, so we will get started. This right here is the background for the 2 panels, which shows our giant, what we're calling a dragon, and we have our little 7 legendary warriors fighting the dragon, and then we have a panel that will go in front of the foreground panel, which shows a new character with something strapped to his back, and then we have the bottom panel, which shows a close-up of said character, who, by the way, does not have a name yet. That's something Mike and I will work on later. I have an idea of what his name is going to be, but I'll have Mike do a little bit of research to get the right name for him. But that's what we're working on. And this is the one that's going to probably take the most work, so we're going to start on this first. This isn't a full page splash, so it's only down here, so it's not as much as before, but still. Ugh. All right. Oh, hold on a quick second. I gotta let somebody out the door. You need to go outside? Come on. Do you need to go out? No? Alright. Come on, I'm live streaming. Let's do this. Come on. All right. I have had a fantastic week this week, guys. Started off with a telephone call on Tuesday about a job interview, which led to an interview on Wednesday, which actually led to a job that I will actually be going to starting tomorrow. It's just a standard stock. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I got to start recording this part. It'll be stocking shelves at a local pet store, but I honestly just need something to get out there and pay some taxes and have a little bit of income, no matter how much it is. Told the guy I really wasn't concerned about how much money I made. I just needed to have a job so I could, you know. And my new employer was impressed with the fact that I had had a previous job for over 25 years, and he liked the idea of somebody who was committed to working, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's me. So that's actually going to start tomorrow. I go in and do paperwork and stuff like that, so hopefully, and I'll be honest with you, it should not interfere with Hero. I'm going to continue working on Hero. I mean, hell, I worked on Hero in the evening and on weekends for the first pretty much for the first 2 years of book 1. So, I mean, it's not that far of a fetch to assume I can continue to do that. So, but I'm looking forward to getting back to work, and like I said, making at least a little bit of money. I'm not too worried about making money at this point. Just, I mean, I know that's a silly thing to say. Most people would say, what are you talking about? Everybody, the goal is to always make money. I said, yeah, it is, but my ultimate goal is to make good comics. And that's what I want to do here. Oh, you know what? I forgot music. I know you're all just itching, dying to hear some music. We'll turn that down. I don't know if you guys are picking that up at all, but this is my YouTube approved list. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. Let me grab something real quick. Go on. Sorry about that. I wanted to grab the splash page I did of this particular beastie, just so I can have it up here. So, let me put it someplace where I can actually see it. There we go. Oh. That way I have an idea of what I'm doing here. And the other good news is, let's see, what else did we have happen this week that was pretty good? Oh, my son got a promotion and a raise at work. Hasn't gone into effect yet, but he applied for an associate manager position and he got accepted. So at his work, he's going to start. A lot of the associate manager position is training the new people, and so that's something he likes doing, so he's going to continue that. But the poor kid's got to wear a jacket. He's got to wear a sports jacket. I thought that was kind of funny, but That's one of those things about working that I don't miss at all. And then what else happened this week? Oh, yesterday my wife and son adopted 2 new kittens. We just added 2 new kittens to our family, and they are frickin' adorable. And hopefully we'll get an opportunity to meet them later. I told Mike if he wants to bring them in here while I'm working, we could do that. That shouldn't be a problem. And Charlie has accepted them into the family. He was raised with cats. I mean, we had, for pretty much almost his entire life, we had 3 cats at one point. So I mean, he's used to cats. And we even had a kitten at one point, my son's kitten Elvis. And he and Elvis were best friends, even though they fought like the proverbial cats and dogs, which was actually pretty funny to watch. But so he's okay with them. He's more curious than anything, and we've made a point to make sure that they don't go anywhere near his food, because he's very overprotective of his food, which is really weird because he has food available almost all the time, and we never deny him food. It's very important to him. As it is for a lot of dogs. But, yes, we're very excited about the new kittens. I believe one of them has a name. I think Michael has decided on Poe for his kitten. He's a black cat, and my son's a fan of Edgar Allan Poe. Specifically, his favorite story from Poe is The Raven, and having a black cat just, goes along with that. So my wife is still debating on her kitten's name. He's a little gray tabby, and she's given him a couple different names so far, and none of them have set in yet, so it's still an ongoing thing. But what's so funny is when we picked out Charlie for Ayla, because Charlie was originally Ayla's dog, but then she went to college and high school and all that good stuff, and he became my dog because he was around me full time because I work from home. So he kind of became my dog, and now that's just the way it is. But when she saw him, her first thought was, he looks like a Charlie. So that's where he got his name, only to find out later from the lady that we adopted him from that his father's name was Charlie. And we had no idea, so that was kind of cool. And so he's very much a Charlie-looking dog. At least that's what my daughter said. There was a time. It's a funny story. My daughter came into the house, and I need not keep this up here. Y'all don't want to see my phone. And she came in the house, and she got a leg cramp, a Charlie horse, and she starts yelling, "Charlie horse, Charlie horse!" And I said, "No, dear, it's Charlie dog, Charlie dog." She didn't think that was funny, but I did. That is a prime example of a bad dad joke. I'm full of those, so. Let's see, today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm working Saturday. The way I understand it is we get in 3 trucks a week right now, and that'll be changing soon. So they'll probably have me working those 3 days. It's early morning stuff, so I'll have plenty of time in the evenings and during the day. So this new job should not affect my live stream schedule. We're gonna stick to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:30 Eastern Time. And I'm trying hard to make sure that stays, because I think one of the successes that can be achieved in doing this is maintaining a schedule and sticking to it, you know. Actually planning one out and then sticking to it. And so far we've done pretty good. Had a few days where I ran late, but we still, you know, got it out there. I had to put the last live stream on private, so it's not available for people to view, because my wife kind of forgot that I was live streaming and decided to try to have a conversation with me, which went on for a long, long time, and it's hard to say to the wife, "Honey, be quiet, I'm live streaming." And so I was just glad she didn't say anything. She wouldn't want to go out onto the interwebs. So at this point, that one's on, but you know, my goal is, once I make these videos, once I do the live stream, I go ahead and record the art portion and then make a video available the next day that speeds up the art. I kind of like that. I haven't gotten any feedback on those at all, so I don't know if other people are liking those, but I kind of like the idea of making the videos available, so that if you miss the live stream, you can still see what's going on with my art. And that's what it's all about, folks. It's all about the art. But I'm waiting to see if anybody chimes in, but I'm going to make an announcement this evening in regards to a Kickstarter that we've been planning for a while now. I think I've decided on specific dates and specific time frames, and I'm ready to share that with you all. So let's see if anybody chimes in. I know there's at least 1 or 2 people watching. Could be one person watching on 2 devices. Avery, which is cool. I like that. I like that fact that you can do that. I think I'm going to have to the pencils for this is probably going to overpower these little images of people, so I may have to do them with like a darker charcoal pencil, so that it helps them stand out a little bit better. That's not here or there. It's just a little something I'll be playing with later. So you got these 7 characters jumping around and all. I want them to stand out, but not really. The fact that they're involved is what's happening in the story, but it's not a focus of this particular part. The focus is going to be this extra character who comes into the... Oh, excuse me, goodness gracious. Sorry about that, folks. I know that was utterly unprofessional because I don't have a mute button. I'm just talking. Just chit-chatting. Oh yeah, I forgot. More good news this week that we got to experience. Yeah, I forgot. We got the job, we got the promotion, we got the kittens. You know, all that's great stuff. But my friend Todd from New York was visiting, and he brought his baby girl, Julia, and she is absolutely frickin' adorable. She is adorable. I love seeing her. It's so wonderful having her around. She's a pocket full of sunshine, so to say. And I got to spend some time with her today, and we took pictures, and we talked about comics and boys and toys and puppy dogs and kittens, and we had a very nice time today hanging out and just having a good old time. Todd was there too, and his wife Melissa, but it was all about me and Julia, you know. And she's awesome. They did a good job. They did a good job. They did a good job. But I got to see her again, and that's always fun. I have something very special planned for her birthday, which is coming up soon. And I can't wait to work on it. I'm going to do a special drawing just for her. A hero drawing, of course. And I'll probably work on it during one of the live streams in the next week or so. I need a little bit of time to start laying it out, but I have an idea for a specific image that I want to do, and I think it'll be cool. My neck's getting a little sore sitting in this position, but it's alright. Let's see, was there anything else going on this week that was good? I'm trying to remember, those few things were pretty awesome, so. I don't know if anybody out there's watching lives in Florida, but the Florida Mega Millions Lotto pot is up to 521 million, I think, tonight. You know, $500 million. I can handle that. I bought my ticket, you know. I'll be honest with you guys, if I won $521 million in the Florida lottery, you probably would not hear from me again. I'd probably disappear for a very long period of time until I got all my ducks in a row and Hell, that could take a year or two. But, trust me, Hero would not go away. Matter of fact, Hero would be the greatest thing I could think of putting out there. You'd get tired of seeing Hero. $521 million. It's a lot of money. Granted, government takes half of that right off the top, so. And with that many people playing the lottery, it's bound to, if somebody's winning, there might be multiple winners, so you'd have to share it with some other people, which, hey, more the merrier. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, 2 or 3 other people win same numbers, you know. Well, life-changing, as they say. I wonder if I'm not getting a lot of people because it's Friday. It's a good possibility. I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, the goal is to find a schedule and stick to it. And obviously, as you can tell, I don't have a life on Friday nights. Oh well. And it's so funny, as I had actually, when I laid out these pages, I wanted to start working on them right away, and I said, nope, gotta save it for the live stream, You know, specifically saving it for anybody watching. Alright. I got a few new Blu-rays I haven't done reviews of yet that'll be going up soon. Specifically, Steelbook case reviews. Not so much movie reviews in the fact that most of these movies I like anyway, but I particularly like the Steelbook cases, so more or less reviewing the Steelbook cases themselves, not just the movies. Avery told me, he says, you review what you like, and I said, yeah, that's true, but I have come across some stinkers, especially recently. Comics and Steelbook cases, believe it or not. And I got one going up soon that I wasn't really too thrilled about. The only reason why I bought it is because they were doing a special deal at Best Buy, 3 for $20. And I got 3 movies, and 2 of them were Steelbook cases, and 1 of them was absolutely fantastic. And to be honest, that kind of made up for the other one, but I think I posted that review already. That's the Whiplash Steelbook case. That's a fantastic movie if you guys have never seen it. I highly recommend it. I think J.K. Simmons won Best Supporting Actor for that movie. Well deserved, because he was really good in it. But I also picked up Star Wars, of course. I haven't done a review of it yet because, you know, to be honest with you, so many people are crapping all over that movie. I mean, it does have valid detractions, but overall I enjoyed the movie, and I look forward to watching it again, and I'm glad I got the Steelbook case because it's pretty awesome. Never heard of it, huh? Never heard of Star Wars or Whiplash? there's like a 10 to 15 second delay on the message on the chat, so I don't always see see it till I'm already, long gone in the conversation. But oh, it's a good one. It's about a jazz musician, a drummer, who goes to one of these really, I guess it's a well-known or school for musicians, and his teacher is horrible, absolutely horrible. He yells at people, he throws stuff at people, but he's trying to make the best musicians he can find, and there's all these different plot lines where some kid commits suicide after being in the guy's class, and then he they look to him to they look to this new kid to kind of rat him out, and it's a really good movie. You don't even have to like drumming to like it. It was very well acted. It's one of these movies that I had heard was good, but I didn't see it in the theater or nothing. And Best Buy had done a sale on DVDs or Blu-rays, and I picked it up for like $6. And I watched it, and it was like, this is so incredible. I watched it again the very next day. I don't think Jennifer cared too much about it, but it's not even real. That's funny, Avery. Avery thinks I make up all the stuff I talk about. And I do. For some things. I bet she'd probably say the same thing about Star Wars. Huh, Avery? Well, I hear you. Jennifer and Mike went and saw Ready Player One today, and they both said they liked it, so I look forward to hopefully getting to see it sooner or later. Gotta wait till the boy has his next day off of work, and he can take me to the theater, so... It's one of those advantages to having a kid working, especially a kid working at a theater. Ernest is on Making Channel right now. What? I don't know what that means, Avery. Oh, Doug Ernst. Okay. Malin has a channel now? Okay, I'll have to look it up. I'll have to check it out. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Damn, I like the idea of live streaming at 7:30 because I figured nobody else was. Damn it. They're getting in on my time, John Malin, the artist we all like, right? Oh, okay. Avery, you know me. You know I don't pay attention to anything. Oh, okay. Is he actually drawing, or are they talking? If he's drawing, I might check that out. But if they're just talking, then they're just talking. Hey Avery, Todd and Melissa are going to be down in St. Augustine next week. And I'm planning on making a trip down there, hopefully with the girl. So if you're interested, let me know. We could carpool or whatever. Oh, okay. Alright, I got you. He's interviewing Doug Ernst. Okay. That's cool. You know, I should have communicated to those guys my schedule so they didn't interfere, you know? Like they care. One of these days, and get the channel big enough people will actually pay attention, but right now, just doing some work. My new boss asked me, I had mentioned working on the graphic novel and so forth, and he said, was this job going to interfere with that? And I'm like, oh, dude, nah. I can work on that at any time. But the good thing is I really like the idea of having a really early morning shift. You know, you're done when the rest of the world's just starting to wake up. It means you can still have a day. Even if it's a slower day, you still have a whole day. Yeah, well, I mean, that leading into the weekend, there's a lot of overlapping streams. I think everybody tries to do a stream or two. So, it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Right now, I really like making these, I don't know, I'll be honest with you. He said they had just lost somebody, and they were looking for somebody, and they saw my resume, which I put in last week. So, go online and put one in. This is the one over off of South Side, the one over by the Avenues. But you also got the one over at Regency, which is originally the one I applied to, but online they allow you to apply to multiple stores at one time. So I picked the other one, because, you know, they're close enough that I could just drive to them. But do it, put an app in, because I know that's something you got lots of experience at. I don't know if the Regency one, I think the Regency one might have been looking for somebody too, so. PetSmart. The pet supply store. The one that I'm going to is the one over by the Avenues next to Bed Bath & Beyond. Over by the Target. But they have one over there next to the Target over at Regency as well. My aunt, Linda, works at the one up by the airport. So on the application, I name-dropped her, so. Okay, I'll ask. But if you put an app in, you're halfway there, you know? Yeah, but I'm going in tomorrow to do paperwork, and then I think the first day they're going to have me in is on Tuesday. That's when they get their next truck, so I am so looking forward to it. I want to go back to work. I want to do something. I mean, granted, I love drawing Hero, and I love doing this stuff, but As of yet, it don't pay the bills. So this is a long process. Speaking of which, what are we at? We're at the 40-minute mark. Give it another 10 minutes, and then I'll tell you guys about my my next plan for world domination. Oh, man, that glare annoys the heck out of me. I'm trying to get away from it, but I need the light. I also get a glare from the computer itself. Let me lower down the brightness, see if that makes a difference. Not really. That's okay. I need to invest in a headphone mic. Because obviously you guys need to be able to hear me better. I wonder what Jason's doing tonight. He hasn't chimed in at all, so... And I know Todd, I mentioned the live stream to him, but he's got family stuff going on, so I didn't expect him to be able to make it, which is okay. Okay. I'm gonna fill in some of the background here. It's mostly just shapes and lines and shading. I don't want to overpower the image too much, because you were. Well, man, I hate to interrupt your streaming. I would have checked it out if I knew about it. I don't think I got any notification, to be honest with you. YouTube's notification system really stinks. Actually, Avery, I'm not sure if you knew about it. They did a video recently. It was the YouTube Help channel or whatever. They have their own channel where they talked about the notification system, and it had to do a lot with if you are subscribed to a feed, a video feed, and you hit the notification bell, but you don't check out the videos often, or if you haven't done it in a long time, they have an algorithm that's set up that won't send you the notification, because they don't want people getting slammed with, you know, notifications of videos they're never going to check out, which really stinks, because if I hit I want notifications, it's because I want to hear what the person has to say, and I want to know when they're saying it. But they have their reasons, and I don't necessarily know if it's good. Yeah. But they were trying to explain why they don't do it. And it all has to do with how often you view that particular YouTuber's content. And I'm not sure if it's like if you haven't checked them out in 48 hours, if you haven't checked them out in a month and a half, or whatever. What they're saying is that if you're more involved with a channel on a regular basis, you'll get the notifications. But if you're not, you're just a casual viewer, you might not get the notifications, which really stinks. Because not everybody can stay up on this stuff all the damn time, you know? You know, people have lives, they have jobs, but they want to know when something's happening. And YouTube's like, well, we're not going to tell you because we don't think you're involved enough. Oh, well. And we're going to keep doing it because we enjoy it. Alright, so a little bit about my announcement. We are going to do another Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter is going to be for Hero Book 1, Chapter 1 as a comic. It'll be a large format comic, and it'll be in full color, which Avery is doing some frickin' amazing work on. And it'll be the first time that Hero will be available in color anywhere, and available for people to pre-order the comic and get goodies. We're going to have a lot of special things listed where you can get art, you can get sketch covers, you can get, because we're going to do a very limited edition of the books themselves, of the comics themselves. We've set a goal, a very reasonable goal, for a very specific number of issues, and this Kickstarter will cover that, as well as some sketch cover ones. So if you want a regular edition or you want a sketch cover edition, you're gonna have the ability to order either one or both. And we're going to start that. Our Kickstarter, we're going to start pushing it very, very soon, let everybody know, but I'm telling you all right now that the Kickstarter is going to start on April 9th, which is, let's see, next Monday is the 2nd. It'll be the following Monday, April 9th. And I'll tell you why I picked that date. Most successful Kickstarter campaigns usually run for about 30 days. They tell you if you do it for longer or you do it for shorter, you may not get the number of viewers you want, and some people may not, if it's too long, people may not stick it out for it. So you want to try to make it 30 days is like the optimal amount. And the reason why I picked April 9th is because, if you're unaware, the comic book community has a holiday, which is the closest thing they have to a holiday, which is called Free Comic Book Day. And that's usually the first Saturday in May, which just so happens to be May 5th. It usually is close to some of the bigger movie releases. Like originally, the new Avengers movie was supposed to be released on May 4th, but they moved it up a week. So that's the kind of thing that they try to do big events around this comic book holiday. And at this point, I need to confirm with Tony, but he's allowing us to set up space in his store on that day, which I'm very excited about, because it's one of the days where they get a lot of people coming into the store to check out the free comics, and they're coming in to check out what else is going on. And here's the reason why I picked April 9th as the day to start it. Because with Kickstarters campaigns, normally your busiest time for your campaigns is at the very, very beginning and the very, very end. During the middle, you usually get, if you're looking at a graph, usually the first week or few days you get shot up, and then everything kind of levels out, and then at the very end there's people that jump on at the very end. And Free Comic Book Day will be my last push near the end, because the campaign will be ending a few days later. So I'm going to use Free Comic Book Day as a way to meet people and do that extra push. So that's the reason for the dates. And it'll give people I meet a few extra days to check it out and to help out the campaign if they can, if they're interested. And we'll have samples and copies and so forth. And so that's the plan. April 9th, I've already set up the campaign, the structure for the campaign over on Kickstarter. I just need to add some of the more details on rewards and options, and I'm going to make sure that we're going to do a little bit more advertising this time than we did last time. Last time I kind of sat back and just let things happen, and that was not a good idea, because even people that support me didn't realize it was going on. Hell, my own mother didn't even realize it had gone. And I have a friend of mine who does reviews, and he was all ready to back it, and he didn't even realize, because I didn't tell him, that the Kickstarter campaign had come and gone, that it was already over, and he didn't even realize it had happened because I just did a really bad job of communicating. So this time, we're going to be better at that. I am committed to using YouTube. I'm committed to using Twitter, Facebook, and anything I can find in between to let people know what's going on and how they can support it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. So in the next coming weeks, you're going to be hearing a lot about it. And I hope everybody takes a moment or two, goes and checks it out, and, throws a few dollars our way. Because we have a very modest goal specifically for a certain number of issues that we're going to produce, and everything will be limited, everything will be signed, numbered, and very limited, and that's what we want to do. We want to make comics that people are going to find value in the future in and also enjoy, and that's the goal. So there you go. That's my big announcement. And then I lose everybody. All the viewers are gone. Except for Avery. He's still here. At least I think. Oh, one thing I look forward to when the stream is over is turning my damn fan on. Because it gets hot in here. Especially in this back room when it's just me under the lights. I tried using the fan previously when I was working, and Jason and Avery told me, you could hear the fan, it's prominent, so I don't turn it on while I'm doing the live streams. So, but as soon as I'm done, I'm kicking that sucker into hyperdrive. Yeah, for anybody else watching, Avery's done some incredible work on my my hero comic, doing the coloring, and I don't think I could have produced it without him. It's amazing, and I'm looking forward to what people think, and I want them to check it out. And the few people that I've shown some of the work to, have just been blown away. They agree with me 100% that his stuff's amazing, and I'm looking forward to showing it to even more people. A wider audience. Maybe we can get a publisher to say, this looks interesting, let's give this a shot. That would be very nice. But it's not the goal anymore. If that happens, that's cool, but our goal is focusing on creating the best book we can and sharing it with as many people as we can. as well as making something that will hold value later on, you know. Not mass producing it. This is going to be, these will be limited quantities. I think we've set our goal for 100 copies of the comic itself, and then 50 copies of the sketch covers. And now we'll have more comics in the future, and we'll have more sketch covers in the future, but these are going to be a very specific Kickstarter only editions, signed, numbered, limited. You never know. You never know. This is the kind of thing that you know, if Hero becomes an animated movie and becomes very popular, you know, you never know. It could be the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be really cool if it found an audience similar to that. You know, that would be really cool. And those, you know, first issues that are limited, signed, and numbered end up becoming worth, you know, a lot. I don't know if anybody here has ever tried to find a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, one of the first printings, but they are up there in value, mainly because there wasn't very many of them, and that's kind of the point. So. Purposely just smearing the background. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit more cleaner than I have previous pages, but it's okay. Trust me, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out good. Okay, no problem, Avery. Alright, I'm going to, where is that? I have a charcoal pencil, and what I'm going to do with this little bad boy is I'm going to just do a little bit more highlighting around the dragon so that he stands out a little bit more. Because that's the one bad thing about these pencils, is that they tend to blend into the background, which is kind of what I like about it. But this way, it can stand out a little bit more. When I scan this in, I'll scan it in as grayscale, and then I will adjust it so that some of the other areas become a little darker. But my scanner, it's not the greatest scanner in the world, but it works. But I will adjust it a little bit more so that it's so it's a little bit easier to tell the creature from the background. It's my long-winded way of saying that's what I'm doing. I think the 7 legendary fighters, warriors, I'm going to call them fighters, I'm going to do them separately, or at least I'll scan this in and then do them, add them, and then that way, well, maybe I can just go ahead and do them. They're so small, they're not They're not even particularly important to this particular panel. Just the fact that they're there is what I'm implying. You know, they're fighting the good fight, and they're not necessarily winning. But that's okay. That's part of the story. Alright. Let's see how that's looking so far. Oh yeah, he stands out good right there. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. There's some spikes on his neck. Actually, there's spikes on the back of his neck, but you really can't see those very well. But there's some additional spikes underneath his neck. It's not important. I don't have to have that exact detail, but... Guy looks pretty ferocious, doesn't he? Alright, here we go. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I almost want to fill in the these little characters with a pen, but I'm trying not to do pen on these at all. So just doing these little silhouettes of these particular characters. So like I said before, they're not important to this panel. Just the fact that they're there is more important. Where was the... I gotta go look at the original. Did I stick my head... Yeah, I did stick my head too far. Sorry about that. It's one of those things that happens when I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was a 7th character. I forgot where I put him. I think I put him right here, like on the shoulder. Obviously, you can tell by this panel that these characters in this fight are overwhelmed. But I forgot I was going to put smoke in the background. Yeah, it may not work now, but it's okay. It's not important. Alright, I think before I screw this one up any further, I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to say this one's done. I still got a little bit of fooling around to do digitally with it, just to, you know. Make it work. But I think this one's good for now. I still have the portion that goes in the front, and then I have the separate character. I may do those in a separate video for another day. I don't necessarily have to live stream them, but I mainly wanted to live stream this one because it's big, and you know, you get the idea. But let me take this down. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Hold on a second, I forgot. I want to show you all something. Told him I wanted to do this during the live stream, so might as well do it now. Hey, you want to bring me a cat? Okay. You guys are going to get to meet one of the kittens. I'm going to get my scanner ready for this one. I'm not sure. I don't think I can do this in one shot. I think I got to do it in two. But hey, buddy.
I did better.
You did better. You brought both of them.
Yep.
Come here. Let me see him. No, don't cry. Don't cry. This is my wife's kitten.
Wisps.
Wisps? Is that what she's deciding on the name?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah. And this is Poe?
Edgar.
Edgar. Okay.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Okay.
Edgar
Poe for short. Poe for short, but... Alright, hey, guys. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. So there's a camera up there. You want to say hi? Oh, and I got Charlie down here on the floor wanting to get in on the act. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here, you two. They're very curious. Very curious. They like walking around and checking out stuff. Come over here. Come over here. Where are you going? That's a mouse. Not the kind of mouse you guys are going to like, but yeah, that's pencil leads. Don't get in there. Oh, I'm just gonna relax.
Look up.
Oh, yeah, look up here. Look up here, guys. Come on, come on. Yeah, they're not playing for. They're not going for this.
Okay.
All right, guys. These are the kittens. They're adorable. We love them, but I'm giving them back to Mike now. Here you go. Take that one. You ready, buddy? You ready, big guy? You see yourself on the TV? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, all right. All right. There you go. Go back to Mikey. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming and visiting. They are adorable. They are adorable. Alright, guys. I'm done for the night. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I got a few more things I got to do, but obviously it'll be off camera. But I appreciate y'all checking us out, and I am going to come back on Monday, again at 7:30 Eastern Time. We will live stream again. I do not have a clue what I'll be working on, but I'll hopefully take the weekend and figure it out. Take it easy. Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate you checking us out. Thanks, Avery. Todd, Jason, if you guys are out there somewhere, bye.